4. Car number plates in an African country consist of a letter other than I or O. Come on. It's just totally frozen. Oh, I thought I froze it. Stunner! I'm back, it's fine. I've been recording the whole time. I'll just leave that. I'll call myself a stunner. It's fine. Okay, I've been stunned twice today. It's really awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here it can't be I or O. And then it says followed by 3 digits. The first cannot be a 0. It doesn't say anything about the other 2. Doesn't say anything about the other 2. And then it's followed by any 2 letters, but they can't be repeated. So we always have to deal with restrictions first, right? So, how many letters in the alphabet? 26. You probably counted on your fingers. 26 minus 2 of them is 24. And then we can go to this one because it's restricted as well. It can't be 0, but it can be 1 to 9, which is 9. And we can go to the back 2 because they can't repeat each other. Okay? So this one can be 26 letters. It can be A to Z. But then I hold the Z. So then this one would be A to Y, which is 25. We do the last 2 middle blanks last because they have no restrictions. So it's going to be 0 to 9, 0 to 9. I don't remember what that gets me. Really large number. Is it the 14 one?
Yeah.
14,040,000 or something?
Yeah. 1404 and then 2 zeros.
Yeah. 14,040,000. Now our license plates, if you actually look at our license plates, they go letter, 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 number, 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 right? The original ones. They have some restrictions on them, but I don't remember what the restrictions are. And for ease, let's just pretend they don't have restrictions in some of the letters. I don't think they use the I and the O because it looks like a 1 and a 0, stuff like that. So it would be letter, letter, letter. So we'd have 26, 26, 26. And then 10, 10, 10, right? That was what our license plates used to be, which is 17,576,000. Obviously, it's a few less than that because they actually do have restrictions. We agree? So what they were worried about is that they were going to run out. So what did they do? Do you remember what they added to the license plates? Have you ever seen some new ones? There's another number. Exactly. So they just added another blank, which gives it times 10, right? Which seems like not a big deal. If you just add another number, how could that make such a big deal? But adding another number makes you times by 10, which gets you another 0 at the end of this answer. Correct? So instead of 17,576,000, it's actually 175,760,000. You went from 17 million to 175, right? That's huge. A big increase just by having multiplying by 10 because you're making it be another place value up. So instead of being a 10 million place value, it's 100 million place value. Makes a huge difference. All right. You guys are going to try example 5. Try it out. Okay, let's look at this one. It says, the telephone numbers allocated to subscribers in a rural area, so numbers that are just given to a people. That's what's allocated, right? So telephone numbers allocated to subscribers in a rural area consist of one of the following. So the digits 3, 4, 5. So this has to be 3, 4, 5. Followed by any 3 further digits. Or the digit 2, followed by the digits 1 to 5. Followed by 3 further digits. So we have to deal with the restricted ones first in each case, right? So, 3, how many options is that? 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Some people just went 3, 4, 5 is one option, which is totally fine. Like, made them together, right? It's hooked as an area code kind of thing. Totally good. Then we can have 0 to 9 because there's no restrictions. So that's 10, 10, 10, which is 1,000. Or, now we went over and meant multiply, correct? That was what we said. Now people, look at this. They say and they say add. Those look like they should go together, you know? Like they're basically the same word with one different letter. They're so similar they hate each other, actually. They do not go together. These are bad. And add, not the same. Okay? So we said that and is multiply. We said that already. And we wrote that. Or is add. The way I remember it is and add can't go together. They look the same, they are not the same. Okay? Complete opposites. So or is add. So I'm going to say 1,000, and I'm going to add to it. Whenever I have an or in the middle, so I have this or this, I'm going to add. Then I have a 2, which is one option. 1 to 5, which is 5 options. 0 to 9. 0 to 9. 0 to 9. 10, 10, 10. Which is plus 5,000. So it equals 6,000. So there'd be 6,000 telephone numbers allocated to subscribers in this rural area. Total, right? Oh, I forgot to go over something with you. All right. So we have considered the number of distinguishable 4-letter arrangements, and they'll often say 4-letter arrangements because you're not going to have to bring out like your Scrabble book and like see, oh, that's a word. No, that's not a word. We don't really care if it's a word. Distinguishable means it looks different. So for example, if I had the word, you don't write this, if I had the word pool and I had the word loop, they're distinguishably different, correct? If I swap the O's in loop, it's distinguishably not anything different than the others, right? So when we have doubling and tripling letters, which we will, it's called repetitions later on, we're going to have to watch out for those cases where they wouldn't actually look different, okay? But for today, we don't have that problem because we're using the word English. The word English has English. Now this is what I need to drill home to you guys. You guys need to take this, you need to lock it in your bank of things. Pardon? In your fridge? No, that's what I said. Lock it in your fridge. I don't know. In your math fridge. Yeah, I like that. I didn't think you said that, but I'm going to use it. Your math fridge. And the key thing here is that you have the word English like a Scrabble tile. Okay? So you have one Scrabble tile with an E, one Scrabble tile with an N, one with a G, one with an L, one with an I, one with an S, one with an H. So do I have like an unlimited amount of E's? Can I go dip in and grab more E's out? No, I cannot. I have one E, I have one N, one G, one L, one I, one S, one H, okay? So even though it doesn't say you can't repeat them, you have the word English. That's it. Like pretending you have it on Scrabble tiles. Lock that in your math fridge. It makes no sense, but I like it. I'm going to use it. Okay. So we need to have 4-letter arrangements. So we need to read thoroughly because sometimes we arrange the whole word and sometimes we arrange only some of the letters. Okay? And in this case, we're arranging 4. So we're going to have 4 blanks. Okay? It says any letter in any position, so there's no restrictions. So I'm going to start on the left then if there's no restrictions. So I could have an E here, an N, a G, an L, an I, an S, or an H. We agree? Okay. So how many options is that? 7. Now people say in the next one, I have an E, an N, a G, an L, an I, an S, and an H. Do you really?
No.
No, you're leaving a letter here, right? So that's what we're going to box and hold. Whenever it's a word, you're going to box and hold. You're going to pretend you can't repeat because you only have this many letters. So I'm going to pretend to hold the H, let's say this time. So now for this one, I have E-N-G-L-I-S. So I only have, I only have 6. I was thinking 6 and wrote a 7. Okay, then I'm going to hold another one. Then I'd have E-N-G-L-I, which is 5. Then I'd hold another one, and I'd have E-N-G-L, which is 4. When you multiply them, you get 42 times 20, which is 840. So you get 840 different looking words, 4-letter words, arrangements, right? You say words loosely because who knows if it's actually literally an English word, from the word English. Okay? You're going to try B, C, and D. See how you do. So this one is the first letter must be an E. So if we put an E here, that only gives us one option. One option. And then we leave that E there, right? So then we have every letter but E. E-N-G-L-I-S-H. So we have 6. And we leave one of them there, let's say. Then we'd have N-L-I-S-H, which is 5. Leave the H. N-L-I-S. So 4. Which is 120. Then we have the first and last letters must be vowels. How many vowels are there? 2. There's E and I. So we can start at the first or the last. Like I said, I like choosing from the left if I have an option. So this would have E or I as an option. So I have 2. Right? Then I have to hold one of them. So say I hold the I. Then I would have E, which is one option. Then I box and hold the E. So now I've used up the E and the I, right? So now I can go to my other ones that aren't restricted. N, G, L, I, nope. N, G, L, S, H. 5, hold the H, let's say, N, G, L, S. So you don't have to show all the options below, but it'll sometimes help you, right? Then you know what's gone, and you won't miss a letter. So this is 40. D, most people will not get right until they're taught it, because it's kind of a little bit tricky. It said the word must contain a G. It doesn't say where the G has to be, right? So we're actually going to get 4 cases. We're going to get the first case where the G could be in the first blank, in the front. And then the second case where the G could be in the second blank, and then the third blank, and then the fourth. So we're going to go G in the first, or G in the second, or G in the third, or G in the fourth. So if we do the very, very first one, how many G's are there? There's 1. Then I leave a G here. So then there's 6 letters left. 5, 4. Right? In the second one, we're going to end up with the same numbers, just in a different order. So, because we start over. Like this is one way, or when we start a new case, we have all the letters back again. We have E, N, G, L, I, S, H back. So I have 1 letter, 1 G, and then 6 letters left, 5, 4. Then here I would have 1 G, 6 letters left, 5, 4. Then 1 G, 6, 5, 4. So instead of showing all 4 cases and adding them up, yeah.
No, we have to write all that out.
No.
Let's go 100.
Exactly. You can go 120 times 4 because each of these is going to be 120, right? And then there's 4 different places I could put the G's. So you absolutely, instead of showing them all, could have went 120 times 4, which is 480. Because you know you get the same case just 4 different times. Yeah. Same answer. Exactly. There's no sometimes Y in here. Sometimes Y is used in English because you need to have a vowel in a word, and sometimes words don't have a vowel, so they use Y as a vowel.
I don't even know what a vowel was. I was just joking.
He was joking. It was a total joke.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to know what people don't know what it is, this is a word. What's a consonant?
A continent?
Not a continent. Not a
Wait, say it. Consonant.
consonant.
What is that?
A consonant is exactly, what is that? It's the opposite of a vowel. So there are 5 vowels, and there are 21 consonants. Yeah, we'll use the word consonant. Everyone's really good with vowel. A consonant is not a vowel. Okay?
Sometimes why.
All right, next page. Your turn. You're going to try both of those. A and B. We'll do A and B for now. So it says a luggage lock opens with the correct 3-digit code. So remember when I said it was a 3-digit number, it couldn't start with a 0 or it would be a 2-digit number, right? But codes can start with zeros. Codes are fine. You could have codes that are all zeros, right? It could be 0, 0, 0. So it says each wheel rotates through the digits 0 to 9. So it's one of those locks that you can spin through 0 to 9. Okay? How many different 3-digit codes are possible? There's no restrictions here, right? So we have 0 to 9 for each of them. So it'd be 1,000. Suppose each digit can be used only once in a code. So they're indirectly telling you that you can't repeat, and then again they say you can't repeat. So they're double root telling you you can't repeat. How many different codes are possible when repetition is not allowed? So remember, the moment you can't repeat, you do the hold, right? Box hold. So we have 0 to 9, which is 10, and then we'd have 0 to 8, which is 9, box the 8, 0 to 7, which is 8, and you have 720. So 720 different codes for this 3-digit code luggage lock. So we're going to look at B. An Alberta license plate has 3 letters followed by 3 digits. For example, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. The letters I and O are not used to avoid confusion with the digits 1, 0. So you can use the digits 1, 0, you can't use the letters I. How many different license plates? Does it say anything about not repeating here? Oh, so we assume that we can. The only time we can't assume we can repeat is if it's like a word, like English or pool or mathematics, and we're using that word, right? And it has Scrabble tiles. That's the only time that we know we cannot repeat without them saying we can. Okay? So we have A to Z without I or O, right? So we have 24, 24, 24, then 10, 10, 10. What's that? 1382400. 13,824,000 different license plates. Then it says, because of growing numbers of vehicles, the province is changing to plates with 3 letters followed by 4 digits. How many more license plates? Well, we went over this. What would happen to this? You just add another 0. Because all you're doing is times things like 10. Yeah. Okay, here's 2 diploma questions. Try them out. I'll leave this up so people can copy. Next to our diplomas, write off diplomas. So if we go over to the first question, it says, Sally wants to decorate one wall in her room with movie posters. She will hang 5 of 8 posters that she owns in a single row across the wall. if Sally places her favorite movie poster in the middle, then the number of different poster arrangements that are possible are. So how many is she hanging? 5. So how many blanks will we have? 5. This needs to be the favorite. How many favorites are there? 1. No matter what your parents say, there's only one favorite. Just kidding. It may change daily, but there is probably a favorite. Okay. How many do we have left for this one? What? How many do we have left for this one? 7. Because we left one here, and we have 7 posters left, right? Then we leave a poster here, and we have 6. Then we leave a poster there, and we have 5. And we leave a poster there, and we have 4. And what do we have to do in between? Multiply them. So 840, which is B. I'm betting the 6,720 might be the one where if you didn't read the 5, you hung all 8, possibly. That would be. All 3 answers will always be if your 3 common mistakes. So on your unit test and on your diploma, the 3 answers are common mistakes. So say instead of multiplying, you add. Usually that's there. If you multiply some of them and not others, that's there. Okay? From 1951 to 1981, the first digit of every 3-digit telephone area code in North America was the numbers from 2 to 9, inclusive. Inclusive means including. So we're going to include 2, and we're going to include 9, and then everything between, right? Exclusive would mean the numbers between 2 and 9. Inclusive means I include the 2 and I include the 9. Okay? So I'm going to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I'm going to include all those numbers. That's what inclusive means. So including. And the numbers in between, right? So the second digit was either a 0 or a 1, and the last digit depended on the following rules. So let's fill what we do know. We know this needs to be 2 to 9. This needs to be a 0 or a 1. The last digit depends on the following. If the second digit is a 0, the last digit could be 1 to 9. If the second digit was a 1, the last digit could be 2 to 9. So can I lump these together like I'm doing right now, 0 and the 1? No, you're going to have to do 2 cases. So you're going to do, if the middle digit is a 0, then this can be 1 to 9. Or, and or means what? What do we do when we say or? Add. So or, we're going to add. I have 2 to 9. My middle digit is a 1. Then I can only use 2 to 9. Digits could be used more than once, so they're allowing repetition. The number of different telephone area codes that could be formed from these restrictions. So 2 to 9 is how many? Some people will say 7, but remember it includes them. So it's better to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and know that it's actually 8. Okay? So these are the ones where I said, please count them on your fingers, because there's nothing worse than getting wrong. I promise one of these answers includes that you thought that was a 7. Okay? Then 0 is only one option, and 1 to 9 is 9, which is 72. Or, so we add, 2 to 9 is 8, 1 is a 1, 2 to 9 is a 8, and 8 times 8 is 64. So, wow, that's some bad math. 134, people. 134.
136.
I had 6 before, and now I switched it. I had the 6, put 14. It's a scary place sometimes.
Long day.
Long day, a long time off.
Can you write an 8 again? I didn't see that.
That's so weird.
Well, how do you write an 8?
So snow.
It's hot.
You do it like this?
Yeah. What? Don't do that.
You do
I know.
62 circles.
Oh, you do this.
Those are like ovals. Try to make like a perfect circle. Oh, there you go. Now that's an 8. Oh, that's a little.
You're telling me that you take the time to make perfect circles when you make yours?
No, I
When
do
you're,
like
when
I
you're
do like
writing
a
a
figure
5,
8.
do you start from the bottom or the top?
Yeah, right.
Top.
I start from the bottom.
Oh, you
Why
like
do you start from the top?
Why don't you just make a line? Everyone starts from the top.
You're supposed to do pieces on a 5. You're not supposed to do
From
this.
5, I
Why?
start from the bottom.
Why?
You go like, you're supposed to go like that.
Why?
I don't know, it's in the book.
But if you lift your
I do it
pencil,
like
it's
this.
wasting energy.
No, start from the bottom, going up.
Every second counts.
You never stop and you never start a number from the bottom, just up. You never do. It's super illegal and shameful. So don't tell people you do it. So you hold that inside.
Is that weird? Yeah, it feels cool.
You probably do the 7 from the bottom too, don't
You
you?
might put a
Pretty
line.
sure, yeah.
Do you do a 2 like this?
Oh gosh.
That's too far. That's too far.
I don't care. I don't care.
Everyone's getting anyway.
I just told him that he's supposed to hide that. It's not good.
The real question is, anyone puts that dash instead of it weird.
I used to do 7s like this because I thought it was cool.
How do you do your ones? Yeah, how do you do your ones?
Get ready.
It's gonna be a line.
Whoa!
Why is it shameful?
I only do ones like this if it could be mistaken for an L.
Why is it shameful?
But when I'm doing this, it's a 1. Why'd you ask me how to do 1s? Look it. It's a 1. It's right there.
Wait, how do you do 9s? Do you start with the circle and go down, or do you like make the stick first? Oh yeah, I see.
Why would you do that?
Look how she draws her 5, I don't know.
When you do a 5,
No, so then you waste time lifting your pencil out.
well, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, there you go. Look how quick that was. That was beautiful.
Why is it shameful to
Yeah, I
start
don't
from the
care.
bottom?
Well,
If someone was missing, they'd want to be here for this. So
It's important.
it's very important.
does that thing record the sound?
No, it records just you.
Just your voice?
No, just you.
Just my voice.
Yeah.
Why is it shameful to start from the bottom?
Because it's just wrong.
No, it's not. If I'm writing the same numbers as you guys, how is it wrong?
Wait, how do you do 4s? How do you write a 4? What?
No.
That should
No. You gotta
connect it.
How do you write a
You
4?
gotta connect it.
Oh, I don't want
I do
to.
like an upright and what?
You start from the bottom. No, you draw a curve.
Yeah, like that. Yeah! And then a little curve. You want to make sure it's straight. You want a straight 90-degree angle with your 4s. There you go. That just looks weird.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, but yours looks weird.
You wanted me to directly do it.
No, you gotta do like the L.
That too.
That's Cody. Cody's just weird.
No.
No.
Yes. You start from the bottom.
Yeah.
Rebel without a cause.
That's what I do it.
This? You never do a number from the bottom.
How do you write 3? Why? Wait, write a 3.
I can't even.
I
I
don't
think I'm done.
understand. Why can't you do it from the bottom?
Because it's illegal. In
Wait.
all of our provinces.
Really?
If I can hand out math tickets, if I can hand out math tickets, oh, my life would be so much more
It's
fun.
illegal, you just broke the law like 5 times.
And we caught you on
Students
camera.
told you to.
Yeah.
I don't have to keep it. I can record the period 3.
It's in the intro.
Your period 3 isn't as fun as this one.
They're funner.
That's not a word.
I know. I wanted why I specifically said it that way. Thank you. Because it's equally as bad as drawing a number from the bottom. Okay, you're doing 3 and 4. Okay, we're going to go through the 4-letter arrangements that can be used from script. You have to check, does script have any doubling or tripling letters? No. So for now, because we haven't taught you that, they're not going to. But we still have to check. So SCRIPT doesn't. So I have 6 letters, and I need to do a 4-letter arrangement. Does it say anything about where they have to be? No. So I could have how many for here? 6, then 5, then 4, then 3. Which is 30 times 12. Okay, how many 5 odd numbers there are without repetition? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in order for it to be odd, it has to end in a odd number, a 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. She was going to keep listing. It's fine. There's 5. Now it says without repetition, so we have to remember to
Box out.
box out. We box the 9. Then we have 0 to 8. Can we have 0 to 8?
No, wait, no, that's the first one.
It has to be 1 to 8 because we can't have a 0 because then it wouldn't be a 5-digit number. So we have 8 options. We box the 8 and we get 1 to 7. And then I told you guys to make sure to write a little note in your example. What? Can't do a 0 here.
No, but like
Can't do a 0 here. But what do you remember to do here? Bring the 0 back. Why were you just taking away my fun? In the notes, I reminded you that you have to remember to bring the 0 back. Okay? If you forget, you're going to get it wrong and the answer will be there every time. So we actually have 8 here. Box of 0, 1 to 7. We have 7, 1 to 6, 6. And how much is that? 15,000? 13,440? Okay, you're going to start working on these. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to work through them. I just want to show you as you go along. Oops. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, you're going to go through them, and you're going to work as far as you can, and then we're going to go through as you go along. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do the next 3. You can talk to each other, but you can't work in partners. You can't move your desks at all. Because they're set in a specific way, and I just not to, yeah.
Can people move to other desks? Can people move to other desks?
No.
No.
That's constant
So you're allowed to talk to each other, you have to put on masks. You have questions 1, 2, and 3 to work on for now, and we're going to go through them in about 5. Okay, number 1. How many ways are there of arranging 6 different math textbooks side by side on the shelf? What'd you do?
I did 1 to 6 on the first one, and then held the 6 until we're down. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. So we can put all the books here, but then we're going to actually leave one behind, right? So what happens is people will go 6 times 6 times 6 times 6, but you can't beat. It's going to be 6, leave one behind. 5, leave a book behind. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want to show you a button in your calculator. You can, if when you look at a number, you can count down like a rocket, you're going to be able to type this into your calculator. So if we can go 6 times 5 times 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. If we can do that, it's a factorial. So what we can do, we go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can go 6 factorial in our calculator. I'm going to show you where that is. Dag nabbit. So you're going to go 6, math, arrow to the left to probability number 4. Great call. I didn't record that.